today. From Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Forenette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, hang on. We got an injured player down there. Oh, boy, that's Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ, who's hurting. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. The Saints at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 17 carries, 64 yards.
Well, partner, we've watched as they've reached 2 wins, 3 wins, 4, and then 5, and we kept questioning each week, how long can they keep this streak going? This team is rolling, and having someone like this who can really set the tone for your offense week in and week out is a big part of why they've been unbeatable as of late.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's Burrow. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game, and nice pass there, and now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Joe Burrow, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Burrow. A pass underneath for Forenette. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Leonard Fournette with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Saints have moved out in front.
Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion,
the Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
and they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. It's caught, Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Burrow on first down.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They're passing here. yards out. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the visiting Bucs who were able to come in and win one.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the gut, Forenette. And some room to maneuver. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dumps it off to Forenette. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Burrow. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. A shotgun give to Forenette. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Cade York on now for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. York able to send this one through, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Rolling to his left. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Forenette. And some room to work. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now Burrow. Flushed out right. The 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
They'll try and run for it with Forenette, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, that's certainly going to bump.
Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he is in for the score. Touchdown. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues.
Fournette once more on 2nd down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Again, it's Fournette. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Gets around him. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
176 yards rushing for.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they